The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 29, Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Looking to throw again on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Odafe Owe. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. The collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember earlier in the year, with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Second down and 8. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Here's Jackson to throw. catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Play action. It's Jackson. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 29, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Chase Young in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open? And when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On first down, Dobbins, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Sliding out of the pocket. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was a long pass attempt downfield, and the ball was popped up in the air. And how come things go from really fast to almost slow motion when the ball's up in the air and the defender's unable to haul it in before it hits the ground?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Jackson now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Rodgers. Pressure comes and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers over the middle complete. It's Strickland. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Strickland. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done. Every
penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back to throw, Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They'll run on first down. Dalvins, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Five yards remain on second down. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Rodgers to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Ravens, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cleveland,